Curious to see how the boba tastes.
Yeah. I want to welcome everyone back to the tea review. It feels like forever when we don't do one of these, but my sister has found another cool place. And if you haven't already, guys, please subscribe. It costs no money to do that. It shows us that you love what we do because we love doing it for you. And this week, what do you have for us today?
What we're gonna try today is from a boba from a place called Factory Tea Bar.
And why did you pick this place?
So I'm pretty sure when everybody's curious to try something new or to see what's good to eat or drink around their neighborhood, or even if they're just working on a different location and they're just, they're hungry, they're craving something, everybody goes on Yelp. Or I shouldn't say everybody. Majority of people go on Yelp, and the first thing they do is they look at the reviews, the ratings, so forth. So I thought it would be a cool idea to look for boba places around our neighborhood, and then check out the ones that had the most review with the highest rating and see if they meet up to the hype.
The hype. So already, as you can see, what's the place called again?
Factory Tea Bar.
Factory Tea Bar. The only gripe I have about Factory Tea Bar, why can't you just do the traditional seal? Like, we love shaking it more than stirring it. This ain't alcohol. But when it comes to presentation, very declarative, right? Like, I like it.
I mean, there's only a plain cup of the sleeve. There's nothing.
No, I'm talking about the content.
The color. Okay.
Yeah, the color.
The color. Of the drink.
The presentation, what's in it. Yeah. So, all right. So what flavors did you get for us to try today?
So this one is called the Num Num Green Tea.
Num Num, like NOM?
Yeah.
Like Yum Yum?
Yeah, like Num Num. Like Num 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 Num.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
So that's the Num Num Green Tea with boba. This one is the Rose Milk Green Tea. This one is the Lychee Milk Smoothie. The Assam Black Tea. With Assam Black Tea with grass jelly. And then this is for you. It's the Thai Milk Tea with boba.
All right.
So
I already noticed some of the boba, like this one, it's red instead of the traditional brown. Yeah. So I'm very curious to already taste it. So without further ado, let's start shaking it up.
Stir it up.
Stir it up.
All right. I'm curious to see how the boba tastes.
Yeah. Man, when we do these boba reviews, I always hope that it's good, because when we have a bad experience, it kind of almost ruins our day. Right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm really curious to what you have to say about the boba.
The boba is really chewy. It's really good. The overall drink, this is good.
Okay. I feel the boba is not fresh, personally. I think it's a little on the rougher side. But
it did take us a moment to go get this, so it's not like.
And the Thai tea, it tastes like Thai tea. It's not blow away. But that's how I imagine a Thai tea would taste like.
Yeah. So this Num Num Green Tea tastes like a really good starter, like basic boba. Like if you wanted to check out the hype and you wanted to taste and see how it is, I think this is really good. I think it's very clean, very light. It is kind of sweet for me, but you can modify it. They did give me the option to either 25, 50, 75, or 100, but I decided to leave it at 100%. So,
okay. Are you like a Thai tea person?
I like Thai tea, but I like making it myself because most places I go to, they make it too sweet.
Yeah.
So,
All right. You want to switch?
okay.
Thai tea. And I got the which flavor again?
That's the num num.
Num num green milk.
So, for the boba being red on that one, I was thinking maybe it would have a different flavor, but it tastes like any other boba.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
But it's cool for the coloring.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think about the Thai tea?
I actually really like it. It's not too sweet.
Mm-hmm. But you can actually taste the tea too.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like manufactured or
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm. It's
Now,
really good.
Is that boba different than this boba?
I think so. This one does seem a little bit more firm. I mean, that one is firm too. It's not like soft and chewy like the other ones we've had before. But this one does seem a little bit more firm than that one. But then again, the other ones that we have were brown.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because it's a different color, the texture is different.
Okay.
We don't know.
So we can't basically
Say it's not officially fresh.
or good or bad because it is a different color, different texture, and we haven't seen it before. So
Yeah.
we'll just leave it as is.
Yeah.
Not the yum yum.
Num num.
Num num. It's a nice refreshing drink.
Yeah.
It's just not sweet. It's not too sweet, right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't feel heavy, right?
No.
It doesn't feel like it's gonna like just weigh you down for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And I can see myself, if I was hot and thirsty.
Yeah. If it was like the summer, it was hot. That's a good drink.
Yeah.
That's a good
It's
drink.
chill.
Yeah.
Nothing over the top. Mm-hmm. So do you want to start rating this one?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
We were doing the num num.
Yeah.
The num num, I definitely give it 5 stars. Very good, very refreshing. I could see myself going back, getting another one, or referring it to a friend or family. Very good.
I'm going to have to rate it 5 stars. I think overall, it's a well-balanced drink. Very light. It's not thick. I don't taste the syrupy,
Yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. The ingredients to me taste fresh.
Yeah.
So, num num, green milk,
Yeah.
it's good. It's good to go. Mm-hmm. Now, Thai tea.
For the Thai tea, with or without the boba, I'll give it 5 stars. Very good, very clean, not too sweet. Like a lot of places I try to get Thai tea, it just tastes like diabetes, and I'm not trying to have that. This is pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the Thai tea, I'm going to give it 5 stars too. And the reason why, I don't recommend you getting Thai tea boba at any boba place because I just feel,
Too expensive.
yeah, it's too pricey for what it is. And most Thai restaurants have it pretty spot on. But this has a good taste. It's what Thai tea should taste like. And I do taste the tea. So overall, it's really good. But I don't personally recommend you get a Thai tea boba. I just feel like $6 or $5. We'll talk about the price later. I just feel like that's too much. But that's my opinion. All right.
So we're going to try off the next drinks.
So Factory Tea Bar is doing pretty well so far.
All right. So I'm going to try next the rose green milk tea or milk green tea, however you pronounce it.
Okay. And then this is going to be the Assam black tea. And as we're stirring this, if you guys have any other tea recommendations, let us know because you probably been there. We haven't.
Yeah.
And we're just trying. Our goal is to try everything because we want to find these like hidden gems.
When you go in there, these are on their signature. They're considered their signature teas. So
Now, was the place pretty busy?
no, it was pretty empty.
So what's your take on that one?
Very different.
Really? All right.
Well, this one has I added the rainbow jelly. But hold on, let me try to taste it without the jelly. It is very good.
Okay.
Very light, very clean, very refreshing. The rainbow jelly, I think there's lychee jelly in there. I don't think it's just like boba. I see some cubes in there. It looks like I don't know what it's. I see red and yellow. I mean, it is a rainbow, but very good, very clean. It's a little sweet, but not too bad. But overall, like it. Very good, very good.
So the Assam black tea with a grass jelly. Those of you who just tuning in, just know that I love grass jelly. I just think it's a good texture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just adds to the whole experience. Now the Assam black tea tastes really refreshing, but this one is not sweet at all. It's like sweet enough. So if you just want a drink, like a iced tea, not too much sugar, this is actually perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's refreshing. You could taste the quality of the tea. The grass jelly gives it a well-rounded experience. Just gives it more texture. You can go ahead and put sugar in this, and I can imagine it'll taste really, really good. But as is, I mean, if you're just looking for something, I want tea, but I don't want all that sugar, because sometimes your body's not feeling all that sugar, and you just want something nice and light.
Yeah.
I would take this over a lot of Starbucks iced tea, like off the top.
Yeah.
A lot. I would pick this.
Well, if you're saying that doesn't have, then this might be really sweet for you then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's swap, and then you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Thoughts?
This just tastes like unsweetened black, like Assam black tea.
But it's not bad.
It's not bad. It has some sweetness to it, and I don't know if the sweetness is
From the grass jelly, or
from the grass jelly or the natural brew of the tea. I've never really had Assam by itself.
yeah.
I've only had it as a milk tea.
Like I said, if you don't want,
But it's still good though.
yeah, if you don't want a bunch of sugar, you just want something, but not bland water, right?
Yeah.
Plain water.
Or bitter.
Yeah. And we all know that tea has caffeine, so it's definitely a better alternative than coffee. Because coffee,
Yeah.
you got to put a lot of stuff in it to make it taste good.
Yeah.
And it's just not good for you.
Yeah.
But if you're a coffee drinker, defend it how you like.
Okay.
Facts are facts.
So what do you think about the rose milk green tea?
It's interesting because I could definitely taste the rose tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
what about the filling?
I have never ate a rose flower, but if they did use rose petals, I can feel like that's what it tastes like. And the jelly,
Doesn't it kind of remind you of lychee jelly? But I feel like
it does, but without the lychee flavor.
Yeah.
So
maybe it's like a peach. Is that a peach flavor you're tasting?
I don't know, but it doesn't take away from the experience.
Yeah.
So it's along the lines of grass jelly. Like it adds, it doesn't take away.
But the texture is like a lychee jelly.
Yeah. But this has more like a sharper, fruitier like taste to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's rate which one's this one? The rose milk green tea.
Yeah. For the rose milk green tea with the rainbow jelly, I'm going to give it 5 stars. Very different. I've never had rose milk green tea. It wasn't too milky, wasn't too bitter, wasn't too sweet. Very good, very clean, very light. You can definitely taste the tea. I can definitely see myself going back for one of this and recommending it to friends.
I'm going to rate it 5 stars as well. Susanna already described it very well. At the end of the day, this is such a light drink, right? They don't put all the syrup, thick, heavy taste. So factory tea bar, I'm starting to notice the trend is whatever they use, it's clean, light. Oh man, whose phone is that?
I don't know.
Can't be my phone.
I don't know.
Anyways, I don't have my phone on me, so wherever it's ringing from, it's ringing from. So
Yeah.
we
Okay.
apologize for that.
So go back to you describing the flavor.
Hmm.
How does it taste? Like you were saying that it's very clean.
It's very clean. It's very light, and like I said, the whole T-Bar Milk Factory experience. They I have to sit here and say they use fresh ingredients because I don't feel nothing manufactured. I don't feel nothing syrupy, and all the teas I can really taste.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, so far so good.
Yeah.
They have this clean, light feeling towards them, right?
Like the texture is kind of like just drinking water.
Yeah.
Like just smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Just smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So now we're going to rate the Assam black tea. You want to go first?
All right. Assam black tea. I'm going to give it 5 stars. Because I do have friends out there that they don't like a lot of sugar on their stuff. And for this not having close to any sugar, it's still a light drink, refreshing, and you don't get all that sugar. You can still taste the tea, the quality of the tea, and the grass jelly. If you're like me, you like grass jelly, you just like that texture. It's a great drink.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I could see it even if you put 2 spoons of sugar. I
Mm-hmm.
can see it even being better
Yeah.
if you're up to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So overall, yeah, 5 stars.
All right. For me, for the Assam black tea with the grass jelly, I'm going to give it 5 stars.
Hmm.
Very good, very light. If you're on the health conscious side, you don't want to drink a lot of sugar, this is it. I feel like pairing it with the grass jelly was the best combination. I don't know. I feel like it just added something to make it better for some reason.
If you would add the boba, I don't think that would go good with boba.
It would have been like, but very light, very clean with the grass jelly.
Here's what I like about the grass jelly. The grass jelly is such a soft texture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the boba, you're definitely going to have to chew that thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's more for those who want the after.
Mm-hmm.
I want to chew something after.
Yeah.
So,
And like Joe said, if it's not sweet enough for you, you can always add sugar.
and it'll be that much better because it's good as is.
Yeah.
I could drink that, if you don't want to drink water,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's,
Yeah. And it's the tea. Usually tea has like a bitter taste, not as strong as coffee.
mhm.
And you can taste a little bit of the bitterness. So you do know it's tea, but it's a sweet tea. It's like a natural sweet tea, like the Assam.
Mhm.
Like whatever herbs it came from. Very good. Very good.
Very good. Factory Tea Bar, FTB.
All right.
What says in the cup?
So last but not least,
Go ahead, do the honors.
this is the lychee milk smoothie.
Damn,
I don't know.
that sounds good.
I saw that. I heard the name, saw the photo, and I was like, oh, let me try it. It's more, I don't know about the smoothie. It's more like a slushy. It doesn't look,
Yeah.
it's hard to
I
stir
just-
because the cone and the straw, it's barely enough room for me to mix.
That's why I prefer the seal.
Yeah. All right, let's try this.
Go first.
My thoughts? It's money. It's money. It's so good. Very original. Clean. Look, he's already going for seconds. It's really good.
Okay. Like what my sister said. This is surprisingly good. It has such a
light.
a good refreshing
Yeah.
and
You
it
definitely
doesn't even-
taste
yeah.
the lychee.
it doesn't even
Like-
creep up on you. It just, hi, how
Yeah,
are you?
yeah.
That's how good it is. Nice to meet you. Because
And for a
Wow.
smoothie, it's not thick. It's like I said, it's more like a slushy. But I'm kind of glad it's more like a slushy because I kind of like it like that.
it's really good.
Yeah.
Like it's surprisingly good.
Yeah. And I've never out of all the boba places, I've never heard of a lychee smoothie. But
take another sip, man, because that's how good it is.
okay.
And like what my sister exactly said, it's so light, it's so refreshing. It doesn't feel like it's gonna weigh me down.
And like the sweetness I taste, it's like the natural sweetness that the fruit gives.
Yeah.
It's not like they added sugar to make it.
You feel the aroma, right?
Yeah.
The aroma and the lychee presence, it's right there. It's right there. So what that tells me is, I think they use fresh lychee. Like they blend that lychee with that cup. And you know when you buy lychee in a can, right? It has that syrup.
Yeah.
It comes in that water.
Yeah.
And if you can balance that water perfectly, because it's already sweet.
Yeah.
Throw some ice, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Blend it in. That's one hell of a drink, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
One hell of a drink. So let's rate this. I mean, from our expression, you already know.
Yeah. If you couldn't guess it, 5 stars for me. 5 stars. I love it. Very good, man. So I'm lost of words. I don't even know how. I can't even find the words to describe how good it is. It's just so good. I think for me, out of all these drinks, I think I would recommend that one.
Yeah, it's very good. I give it 5 stars. If you haven't seen our expression already, man, when you have something that good and your face, it just shows it all.
Yeah.
Your face says it all.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about food. When you eat anything that's that good, it just surprises you, right? In a way where you're like, man, that's one hell of a drink.
Yeah.
Like winning.
Yeah.
My goodness.
So before you decide to give it a rock solid of approval, I wanted to give some additional background information about this place in case it changed your mind.
Okay, go.
So where it's located, normally pre-COVID, I've driven around that area. It's a really busy place. Parking is very hard to find.
What's the cross streets?
But the parking is free. It's on Mission. It's on Mission, and I believe, what was that street called? It's like where the San Gabriel Mission is. I think it's on San Gabriel Avenue.
San Gabriel and Mission. Yeah.
And Mission.
Yeah. More towards Rosemead, going towards La Tuna.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's in between Mission and Los Tuna. But anyways, very good, very good. Now the drinks, they usually average between about $4.50, $4.65 to about $5. Now, they didn't offer me different sizes, so I think it's just one size. And to add the add-ons, it's an extra 50 cents.
Ah, man.
So it's not included. So if you're the type that just wants a drink, you don't like the texture, just get the drink. It's about less than $5. But if you get it with it, this slushy right here, $5.25, just FYI. $5.25. No add-ons. Everything else is about less than $5, like $4.85 with the boba or the.
Now, for those out there, do they have any if you buy a certain amount, you get something free?
I didn't ask if they had any stamp cards. So what happened was when I was looking at Yelp and looking at reviews and seeing, where to try, this had the most reviews, etc. I saw that you can actually order online for either delivery or pickup through I guess they have a contract with Grubhub.
Yeah.
So I just ordered for pickup. And so I don't know if they do have stamp cards, because when I went in, my drinks were already ready and they just handed it to me and that was it. So there wasn't that much interaction.
Wow.
So since, parking is horrible there, today it wasn't because everybody's at home, or maybe they're trick-or-treating, or I don't know, partying it up for Halloween, who knows. But if you don't want to deal with that later on when everything's open and it's crazy, you can always order online for pickup. You don't have to wait as much, but overall.
Well, I have to give Factory Tea Bar the rock star seal of approval. Man, when we saw over 1,700
almost 1,800 reviews. And
we're
it was
like
4.5 stars.
Yeah, we're like, let's try it. They don't have 1,800 reviews because you're just not good, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine 1,800 reviews, right? But imagine how many people that didn't review. Because not everyone goes to a place and be like, oh, I'm gonna go on Yelp and start rating stuff and see how that happens. No.
Yeah.
Does it live up to the hype? I believe yes. I think they got it down. Again, what a surprise. Shocking. That lychee milk smoothie, man.
I know. It's money.
It jumps on you like man.
It's like you hear it. It's like one of those drinks that you hear and you're like hoping it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
You're like, oh man, it's like it sounds so good, but just because the name sounds good doesn't always happen that way. And obviously we're glowing because it ended up being a really good drink.
Yeah. And when you drink as much tea as we have, and for us to still have that facial expression, that says a lot about a tea place, a tea drink. Now, if no one ever had boba tea and we recommend that drink, it wouldn't surprise them. Like it would be like, well, I don't see nothing special. And that's where having a boba tea palette comes in. The more you drink, the better you can decipher the quality.
Yeah.
Right? The more you drink, right?
Yeah.
Because
if everybody, I mean, if the only boba place you ever went to was Boba Story,
yeah,
you'd be like, yeah, it's so good. I don't want to, you know.
Yeah.
But then when you taste like the good, authentic, freshly brewed, you know, crafted boba places, you're like, put that place to shame.
Yeah. The only thing I would change, you know, I wish you would have the seal.
And the sucky part about how they have their drinks displayed is that you only know it's from factory tea because of the sleeve. So if for some reason, you know, you pick up your cup, you sleep, like no one's going to know where it's from.
Yeah. But I don't have a problem with that. Because at the end of the day, for me, the content always wins. And I could see this being a very cheap route to go, right? Normally when I see sleeves on a cup, I'm thinking it's because it's hot.
Oh, that reminds me. So all these drinks, you have a choice whether to get it hot or cold.
Really?
I forgot about that now that you mentioned it.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're like required. You need to pick a style. And I was like, the hell? I was like, what do you mean
that tells me off the bat, if you get to pick if it's hot or cold, it's made fresh.
Yeah.
Because tea, you don't get the tea flavor without introducing hot water, because then it activates the leaves to open up all the flavors, right? Because if you know, you try to make tea with cold water, the water doesn't turn yellow. It needs the heat activated molecules to open it up. So that tells me already, if you're making it hot, it's fresh.
Yeah.
Because you got to cool that sucker down before you can get to this level. And that's one of the main reasons why we can taste it. So Factory Tea Bar, FTB. And that's going to be in Mission.
I saw that they have
Mission
another.
Street, San Gabriel, California.
I saw when I was Yelping for locations on the Grubhub. They say you could pick. I saw that they had one on Figueroa. Yeah, Figueroa Street. I don't know.
Figueroa is huge.
I know, but I don't know where in Figueroa. But
it could be more towards USC.
You don't know. You gotta.
Yeah.
We gotta Yelp it.
Yeah, it could be towards USC because I know Figueroa, all of Figueroa, and I've never seen it unless it's hidden somewhere in
this is
building.
hidden.
Yeah.
Because it's by the San Gabriel Mission.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like one of their old mission buildings that they converted into this place.
Yeah, and before we sign off, I'm just glad that Factory Tea Bar tastes good, man, because when you have bad tea, it just ruins your day and you just get mad.
So far, based on why we went to go get this place, I guess what we can say is you can trust Yelp.
Yeah, on this one,
I mean,
1,800 reviews, that says something.
With 4.5 stars.
With 4.5 stars, that says a lot.
I know.
That says a lot. Because now there's a lot of people that might get a flavor and it just didn't rub them the right way, right? And all their teas are good, but that lychee really stood out on its own. Yeah, like it's very so different. So yeah, another good review. Man, there's so many tea places we got to still try. It's so freaking crazy. Every time I drive, I'm like, oh man, There's so many. This is crazy. So thank you guys. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Share it to your friends and family. And if you guys have tried Factory Tea Bar, let us know what you think.
Or what's your favorite drink?
Yeah. Are we our description of what we describe close to yours? And just know, we don't get paid to do this. We do it because we love tea and we love sharing the experience, and we want to find these little tea spots. So next time, if you guys are thinking about Factory Tea Bar, you know, we highly recommend it, right?
Yep, I do, definitely.
All right, we're signing off.
Everything gave five stars.
All right.
Don't forget to leave your comments down below to let us know what places you want us to try. And if you don't want to miss any of our new uploaded videos, go ahead and hit the notification bell.
Yeah,
as well. So.
Yeah. So then you know, and we try to do a bunch of these, right?
Yep.
Just we know you're bored. We know you're bored. You know, when you're sitting in the car.
Yeah.
Let you hang around with us. I mean, we love this stuff. Okay.
All
Bye.
right. See you guys.